I always thought if someone was struggling mentally, struggling with their mental health, I would just think, why don't you go and exercise? That's what I had always done before I had struggled with my mental health. So I had never had that experience, but I'd look at someone and go, but it's going to make you feel so much better. Just do it. Come on. It's not that hard. I'd been a dancer my whole life, a professional dancer. Moving was really easy. It brought me so much joy. And it's always something that I did without really even thinking about it. And then I had a toddler and a baby, and I had postnatal depression. And all of a sudden, the things that had felt really easy and didn't really think about doing felt so crazily hard, almost impossible, really. And when I think about that time and just how hard it was to take any kind of action, it's hard to put myself back in that place now. But even just cleaning the kitchen felt hard. Putting a pile of washing away felt hard, but let alone doing something like exercise. And I just thought, well, I just can't leave the house every time I want to now. I'm so sleep deprived. I felt so exhausted. And also, it really felt like I was living in a very, very dark, dark cloud with some constant, scary thoughts going over and over in my head. And how I was able to start to climb out of this dark, dark, deep hole that I had got myself in was I finally went and saw my doctor. And that took me
Yeah.
such a long time because I felt so ashamed that I wasn't coping. How dare I, with all that I have, two healthy children, this roof over my head, food to eat, so many other people so worse off than me. How dare I, with all that I had, not be coping, be having these thoughts, feeling so dark, so down. But it was actually when I went to my doctor, and she was the one who said, what you're experiencing is postnatal depression. And I had never heard of that before 15 years ago.
Wow.
And she gave me my treatment options, and she said to me something that I'd heard lots of times. You've probably heard it lots of times. You listening has probably heard it lots of times, but sometimes you need to hear it again and really hear it. And that is when you get on a plane and they tell you to put your oxygen mask on first before assisting others. That's what you have to do.